Right now, I'm thinking a lot about how to basically make repeated social interactions that are really, really high quality. Specifically, like little events. The vast majority of the opportunities that I have benefited from have come from people who I know directly. If you're able to grow your circle in the right direction that you would like, that you are interested in, that you get along with, and that you mesh with really, really well, you're far more likely to get really great opportunities. I've just really been trying to consider, like, how can I create something that is fundamentally an enabling force in that kind of area? I'm not talking about something to like meet strangers for dates. 'Cause I think these apps, like there's a fair amount of them which already do this kind of thing. And then there's meetup.com, which is meant to be like about interests and whatever, and you have groups, but it's too much choice and I don't know where to start. It makes me think of like Clubhouse, which was invite only. Invite only communities can be really good sometimes. How do I make the quality of the group really high over time and make sure that it's sufficiently directed? I've thought a lot about making things where you kind of choose the people after you meet them, like, oh, who you'd like to see again, who you wouldn't. Curating by age and stuff, I think it's a common thing. A lot of these like meetup apps right now. I don't know. I'm thinking about how to improve this. I started building a little bit more of the app, but I had a call with a friend that was a really good one. I realized that, like, yes, I do have to build this app, but I also just fundamentally I have to test this product. And this product is not about the technology. It's fundamentally about the people and the experience. Like, can I help people actually create better friendships and introduce people to new people? Does that work at scale effectively? This is the stuff that I'm thinking about. It's on my mind a lot. My current thought is that if I can make something that incentivizes my existing friends to have them introduce me to their friends, that's great. Because, there's this guy called Bart, and I like Bart. And I think Bart has cool friends. I've already met one of Bart's friends, and he's pretty cool. And so I think that other of Bart's circle would be pretty interesting people for me to meet. Bart might meet somebody that I introduce him to as well. Basically, like, how do I create an incentive mechanism? This kind of thing is the feedback loop that I want to create, because I think that's really where you get some great circles effectively. But there also has to be like an entry point mechanism. Figuring all of this out, that's what I'm working on. And I'll leave it at that because I'm going to go to sleep now because I got a very early start tomorrow. I don't know the solution to this. I'm going to whiteboard some more tomorrow. We spent the weekend whiteboarding as well with my co-founder and stuff. There's got to be a good way to do this, which is also like an incredibly simple experience. I think this is really important. Great experiences are usually the most simple. If I come up with a solution to this that is too complex, I also don't think I'm onto the right thing there. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to head to sleep.